I'll start that again. So we're just going to kick off. It's just gone past 8 p.m. here in New Zealand. So I'm excited tonight, guys. We've been doing these presentations for a while now. So if you guys have been here before, okay, welcome back. If you haven't, it's awesome to have you here. We appreciate you. We appreciate you taking the time out of your evening to come and listen to some information that could potentially change your life. I want to share a little bit about our brand first, and then I'll share a little bit about my story, and then I'll hand it over to my good friend Ryan. So obviously what we're looking at here is Sound Running Secrets. This is our brand. This is our, this is our focus. And our goal really is building communities to break free from the system powered by precious metals. Okay. So there's going to be some information here that you guys might understand, you might not. That's fine. Everybody's at a different level of learning, or they're at a different, part of their journey. So that's fine. We will obviously be able to, come back to you if you do have any questions after this presentation. Okay. So I just want to run over a little bit about my background. So obviously I'm in New Zealand now. I just moved back to New Zealand after being 10 years in the coaching space. Actually, I worked in a gym in the coaching space, and I moved back to New Zealand, and this business has given me the ability to do that. So I now work full-time online with this specific business we're going to talk about tonight. I'm super excited because it allows me to really pick what I do. As we know, time is our finest commodity. And, all I've been doing here with what we're doing here is buying back more time and creating more precious memories. So I'm excited, but I'm going to hand it over to my good friend Ryan. Obviously, he's been involved with me for a while. He was kind of there from the beginning. And, all I can say is I'm super grateful to be able to rub shoulders with someone like himself. But it's really exciting. I'm going to pass it over to him. I'm going to let him take over. I'll let him share a little bit about his background, and then we're going to kick off.
Awesome. Thank you, Cole, and thank you everyone for jumping on and giving us your valuable time. We'll try and keep this as quick as possible. Obviously, time is very valuable, so we want to keep that to as short as possible. So we could literally talk for hours on this. So if there's stuff you need to know, get back to the people, come talk to us afterwards, and we'll happily go into more detail about the stuff we're going to share tonight. But a little bit about me. I'm a high school teacher, originally from New Zealand, but living over here in Perth. Actually met Cole in New Zealand before moving over here. We've been here about the same time, about 10 years now. And then we've, I guess, developed our friendship over here in Perth, and especially in the last, 4 or 5 years, gotten a lot deeper and more connected with each other. So yeah, when Cole first approached me about this, I knew nothing about gold and silver whatsoever. Because I'm a history teacher, I knew about pharaohs being buried with gold and stuff like that, but I didn't really understand assets or anything like that. But I trusted Cole, so I kind of said, yeah, all right, it's cheap, and I'll jump in. And here I am today now because I guess took action, believed in Cole, and since learning about this, I'm incredibly grateful that I'm here. So thank you, Cole, for that. So we're going to dive straight into this presentation. But before I do that, I want to just say here at 7K, we're about family, we're about community, we're about helping others win. And if that's all you, then you've come to the right place. All right, because we've managed to create a membership using the power of gold and silver that allows you to do all that. So if you want to see your family, your community, your friends prosper more, have more time freedom, have more, I guess, ability to be able to do the things they want, then you're in the right place. So before we dive quickly in there, because like me, I didn't know anything about assets, I didn't know anything about gold and silver, but now I know I've studied up and know quite a bit now, I'd say. So we're looking at the top assets by market cap right now. So this is where all the money in the world is. All right, so we can see here gold is number one, and it's number one by a long, long way. All right, $11.8 trillion. Whereas the next best is 2.7 trillion in Apple. So you can see the difference in wealth is crazy between 1 and 2. And then down at number 7 is silver at $1.1 trillion as well. So they're the top assets by market cap. This is where the big wealthy people, the countries, the corporations are all putting their money. All right, so I just wanted to quickly touch on that just to give a bit of knowledge on what we're dealing with here.
All right, amazing, guys. Obviously, you saw number 1 asset, number 7 asset in the world. So first and foremost, we're going to talk about the problems, because I think obviously, you know, we need to understand these things, what's going on in the world. I know a lot of you do, maybe some of you don't, but we're going to talk a little bit about the problems and you know, how they're affecting society right now. One of the biggest problems that you might be seeing around you is inflation. Now, this is affecting a lot of people on many different levels, and you might be actually surprised how much it's starting to affect the everyday family because of things like your ability to earn more. So your ability, you're not actually, the wages aren't going up. Okay, so wages aren't going up. You're not earning more money, but goods and services are. The prices of goods and services are going higher and higher and higher. So in other words, the purchasing power of the dollar is decreasing. But guys, we're going to watch this video, okay, and it's going to speak a little bit more about this. Before we do that, okay, I want you to have a think about if inflation is affecting you, and if it is, I just want you to put a 1 in the chat below, and that's just as we're watching this video.
Do you feel like you're working harder for your money just to get by? It's not just you. Millions of families around the world are feeling the exact same thing. In fact, as of 2017, 44% of Americans said they couldn't cover a $400 emergency expense if it popped up. So what's happening? Take a look at some of the major staples in our lives today and how much more they have increased in costs from the year 2000 to 2018. Water and sewage up 133%, car insurance up 97%, and the list goes on. This isn't even counting the 2021 inflation numbers that are the highest since 1982. We're all feeling it, but why is it happening? It's not that things are necessarily costing more to make or service, it's that the fiat currency used to buy the goods is becoming worth less. As you can see, when the Federal Reserve was created in 1913, a dollar was worth, well, a dollar. Because of some government decisions such as going off of the gold standard and increased money printing, the purchasing power over time was dropped to less than 5 cents on the dollar compared to 1913. Now, this isn't anything new, unfortunately. There's a long list of countries where this exact same thing has happened, including Germany, Argentina, Zimbabwe, and most recently Venezuela. In each case, they have attempted to print themselves out of their version of a financial crisis. The playbook is being passed around the world, and the result is always the same. If you look at the M1 currency supply chart, it will give you a good indication of what result we could be headed for in the United States. The M1 currency supply is just a way of showing how much printed money is in the hands of the citizens in a country. It is a direct link to the printing of fiat currency. As you can see, the US made a drastic decision related to the COVID-19 pandemic in the year 2020 and decided to go on an even more massive printing spree. As we have seen throughout history, more printing leads to more inflation, which means it takes more fiat currency to purchase the things that we need to live. So how are we supposed to protect ourselves from what seems to be a runaway train?
So that's why I can't give my kids $2 and tell them to go to the shop anymore.
All of these ones coming through.
Yeah, there's even 100.
Awesome.
Definitely. We even have high school kids talking about inflation these days. That's how bad it's getting. When high school kids know about inflation, we know it's pretty bad.
Yeah, and as you would have seen, I'm just going to touch on something else before we move on to the next slide. Some of those countries like Venezuela, obviously hyperinflation hit, and that currency basically had to, people were running to the banks trying to get their money out because they basically in a position where they needed wheelbarrows full of cash to purchase anything. That's how bad it got. And this is where we're heading. And, you know, it's pretty crazy. It's crazy time. So moving right along, the biggest question you might be asking yourself is why do most people continue to struggle? So a lot of this comes back to education, and that's why we're here. We're not here to convince you on anything. We're just here to help you guys get educated and make sophisticated decisions. So a lot of people lack the education. They don't have the money mindset, okay? And they lack the education, and they don't really know the difference between assets and liabilities. And they, in general society, what kind of happens is people tend to accumulate a lot of liabilities, okay? And they don't have any wealth behind them. And, you know, that leads to a downward spiral and people really start to struggle. But we're going to watch a short video here, and then we'll summarize after the video.
Most people miss the difference between assets and liabilities. Most people spend their lives focused on and dreaming about stacking liabilities, houses, cars, boats, vacation homes. You know, the stuff you make payments on every month just to rent or own. Most people dream about those kinds of things, but it's a vicious cycle that leaves people empty and desperate. Know that assets have greater power by far. Our people focus their time and money on stacking assets, collectibles, precious metals, art, cash-flowing real estate, and businesses. And with them, they build legacies. Our people dream about owning their liabilities with little to no risk, backed up by assets that they know and trust. Our people have no misconceptions. They know they're on the path of least resistance to financial freedom, peace of mind, and the knowledge that tomorrow's reward will be worth today's sacrifice.
So as you can see, guys, it's right there in front of you. A lot of people don't understand the difference, but you know, lucky that you're here. You've taken the time out of your night to actually get educated, because this is where it starts. And one of the key places I'll get you to go to, if you don't know a guy called Robert Kiyosaki, go and research Robert Kiyosaki after this video. Just Google Robert Kiyosaki. He's one of he's a world-renowned financial literacy expert. Okay, and that's where me and Ryan have picked up a lot of our knowledge along the way. So it's going to be a real helpful resource for you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We're not educated what assets are versus what liabilities are. You know, we're constantly trying to get the newest car, the newest house, the newest iPhone, and we're getting into debt to get these things, and then that keeps us in debt because of interest, etc., and we're not buying assets. You know, we come with the mindset that, oh, once we earn more, we'll buy more assets, but we just earn more and we buy bigger things, and then we're still in the same place 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the track. So we've talked about the problems. We've looked at the issues with inflation. We've looked at the issues with mindset. We've looked at the issues of buying liabilities that take our money rather than buying assets that, you know, give us money back or store our money. So we're not just going to talk about the problems and not provide a solution. All right. So here at 7K, they realize this and they've created a solution. And that solution is this amazing membership that offers education, discounts, exclusive access to rare assets, and it also allows you to automate that process of becoming wealthy. So it's about building habits over time and making slow changes to your, I guess, portfolio or to your structure of life, and creating that wealth and legacy for your family. All right, so I'm just going to quickly show this video and then we'll summarize it.
There is a secret that government institutions, banks, and wealthy families have used for ages. It's called sound money. Don't worry, it's just a fancy name for gold and silver. Gold and silver have proven to maintain its buying power throughout history, no matter what happens to fiat currencies around the world. Let's take a look at some examples. In 1965, 1 ounce of silver and $1 had equal purchasing power. You could have used either 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 to purchase a brand new Ford Mustang. If you would have had the same 2,500 ounces of silver in 2020, you could have purchased 2 brand new Mustangs, but $2,500 could barely even cover the down payment to get one. The same is proven true in the housing market. The average home cost in 2001 was $169,000, or 626 ounces of gold. In 2021, you could have taken less gold and purchased 3 homes, even though the average home cost in dollars almost doubled. The list goes on and shows how gold and silver is one of the best ways to play defense against fiat currencies that always decrease in value over time. There are usually a couple things that happen though when individuals find out about the value of sound money. First, questions. What should I buy? Who should I trust? How much does it take to get started? And do I need to be an expert to win? The second thing that happens is a discovery of things like mixed advice on what to buy, scammers, high minimums, and people selling inventory they don't actually have, and much, much more, which all cause more questions and a general mistrust, leading them to never ever get started. Maybe this sounds familiar, but we believe things just shouldn't be that hard. We believe that every family deserves a real chance to get ahead of the game, not only now, but forever. Really, our goal is to help you get started on a path that will help you create a true legacy for generations to come. So who are we? We are 7K, a community of people on a mission to help each other create financial independence, preserve wealth, and create an exceptional life through both good and bad economic times.
All right, awesome. So we saw before, since the Federal Reserve was created, that the dollar has constantly decreased in value. All right. And when the day I learned that the Federal Reserve wasn't actually federal and they don't have to answer to anyone, was the day I started realizing that's why that happens. Because they just print the money. They don't store the money. They store it in, assets, and assets being gold and silver. We saw before gold was the number one asset by a long way, like not even close. So these assets have, I guess, originally been the game of, or the secret of the wealthy. The reason I didn't know about it when Cole told me about gold and silver is because of education. My family didn't know about it, so school's not going to tell me about it. So unless my parents tell me about it, there's probably no way I was going to know about it unless I started researching myself.
And that's coming from a teacher.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So we're not taught about it. All right, it was hardly touched on at school. It was the game of the rich and the wealthy. But now 7K has created a membership that allows the everyday person to get involved with the number 1 asset and the number 7 asset in the world. So it's pretty incredible what we have here. So I just want you to think, has anyone in your community or family been buying gold or silver? And if so, how much? And if not, why not? All right, just want you to think about that for a moment.
There is a secret.
So what has 7K done? All right, so we've got a membership that allows you to easily and automatically preserve your wealth. So I'm going to touch on a few of these membership benefits. There's at least 10 membership benefits plus more, plus the community, plus the training, plus the family. But we're just going to look at a few of these today.
Awesome. So this is the membership benefit wheel. There's a couple of things that I really want to touch on here. Some of the things that excited me the most when I first got started 18 months ago. So some of you might know, some of you might not know. I've been doing this business 18 months. It's completely, changed my life in terms of I have the freedom to choose when I work. I have the freedom to, work with who I want to work with, which is, it gives me a lot of peace of mind. It's amazing. But some of the key membership benefits that I want to focus on are the ones that excite me the most, and then I'm going to pass it back to Ryan and see if I don't steal all the awesome benefits from him. But the ones that really excite me are the 7K limited coin drops or rare coins. So rare coins there, number 5, you guys can see there. Just purely because I didn't realize when it came to collecting, I wasn't really excited about collecting until I started with 7K. I didn't even think that I was going to be somebody that would collect things. But it must be just in us that we're natural born collectors.
Natural born collectors.
But a couple of other ones that really excite me, and we're going to go deeper into these in a second, guys. But the Sound Money wallet is game-changing technology. It allows you to trade gold and silver back. You can go member to member. You can go cash to silver, gold to silver, gold to cash, however you like. It's backed, it's audited and insured. Okay, so they always have to have enough inventory in the vaults, which are in Idaho and Idaho Falls in the US, to cover how much ounces they have in the vault. So they need to obviously have enough inventory sitting there. They're audited weekly. And the last one probably for me would be the residual income, because it's taken me where I am today. And, I just get to work with people like Ryan and some of the other people on this call today or tonight that I would have never been able to work with in a JOB, in a job. So those are the ones that excite me. I'm going to pass it over to Ryan.
Yeah,
And,
awesome. Yeah, no, I love those ones that you've mentioned as well. Obviously, the rare coin drops, I constantly get up early in the morning to jump on those. But I think, like you said, we are all have, I guess, a need or a like for collecting. Most people end up being hoarders and collect rubbish stuff because they can't be bothered or can't get rid of it or throw it out. So you might as well become a hoarder or a collector of the number 1 asset, number 7 asset in the world that are also rare as well. So I completely love that as well. But I think another one for me that I love that you didn't touch on was the autosaver program. Life gets extremely busy, things get in the way. You're constantly doing stuff, you're constantly forgetting stuff. So the fact that I can just put it on out of my mind, out of sight, don't even have to think about it, and just coins randomly rock up, like this one just arrived today. So that's one of the autosaver coins that just rocked up at my door today, and I didn't even have to think about it. Just takes that declining fiat currency that's just constantly going down and transfers it into an asset that over time and as a track record of thousands of years has always gone up. So that's probably one of the favorites for me as well. Plus obviously dealer direct pricing. This also came in the same one. So that was the bullion. That was the dealer direct ones here. So that was pretty cool. I don't know if you can see it, but that's pretty cool, detailed. So that they both rocked up today. So I thought that was pretty sweet. So yeah, those are the ones that I like as well. So Cole just touched on this before, the power of the Sound Money wallet, and this one is definitely my probably number 1 favorite for benefit here. But I'm going to show you the video and then you'll understand why, and we'll get into it.
If you're watching this video, chances are you're curious about gold and silver and have a few questions, like, why should I buy precious metals? What metals should I be buying? Who can I trust to buy them from? How do I know I'm getting a good deal? And how can I afford more? Well, you're not alone. Most people have these questions, and over the next few minutes, we'll give you an easy solution. Most people would say, I had a feeling it was important and a good idea to own precious metals, but really didn't understand why. So I didn't do anything. This lack of understanding has cost people a lot of money. And quite honestly, we don't want you to make the same mistake. We have watched far too many people struggle as the economy fluctuates, employment issues arise, or unexpected changes come up in life. Owning gold and silver can help shield you long-term against all these challenges. When we started 7K, it became a mission to help the average person get ahead by adding precious metals to their portfolio, no matter their knowledge or circumstances. We have already changed the precious metals industry by offering some of the best pricing without any minimums or maximums, period. We are now completely revolutionizing the industry and making it so anyone and everyone will be able to start buying precious metals. It doesn't matter if it's a significant amount or even just $1. The new technology provided by a partner company, Sound Money, will allow you to convert your cash to gold or silver instantly. There are no shipping wait times. There's no worry about where you're going to store it. And you'll sleep easy at night knowing that if you ever want us to send you the metal, it will be in the mail at the drop of a hat. Transferring cash, gold, or silver to other members is simple. And there's no spread costs. Let's say you wanted to send 1 ounce of silver to a friend.
It's just like you would have taken it out of your safe at home and sent it to them in the mail, except it's instant, and you don't have to worry about postage, and it's much less expensive than shipping. Your friend will see the 1 ounce of silver reflected in their Sound Money wallet, and it all takes less than a minute. Being able to transfer metal instantly to someone else has never been done, and it's truly game-changing. So, you may be asking yourself, if they're willing to send me the metal from my Sound Money wallet silver account, does that mean they have it on hand somewhere? Yep. Every time you make a transfer from cash, gold, or silver in the Sound Money wallet, we carefully put that amount of gold or silver in a non-segregated Sound Money private vaulting space. When you request the metal be shipped to you, we simply take the metal you requested from the non-segregated vault space and send it to your front door. Between third-party auditing and Sound Money policy, we have to have an equal amount of physical silver or gold to meet the transaction rate in the Sound Money wallet. So, what about the security of the Sound Money private vault? Your metal will be sitting behind 4 layers of some of the most technologically advanced security possible. Now, one of the biggest questions we've found while helping people understand the real power of owning gold and silver is, what do I do if I need cash? The old way is that you would need to take it to a local dealer, who would most likely give you several reasons why he can't give you what the metal is actually worth. Or you would need to contact an online buyer who typically has a $1,000 minimum. They would tell you a price over the phone, only to be much lower after it finally arrives at their facility and they inspect it 4 to 6 weeks later. Not to mention the shipping that you paid. The traditional buyback program at 7K is much simpler and much more friendly than any other way. Now with the Sound Money wallet, it is hands down the best way to convert your metals back to cash if you get in a pinch. With one of the best buyback prices in the industry, no gimmicks, no minimums, and nominal transaction fees, you can instantly convert your gold or silver back to cash. No headaches, no hassle, just easy. So, whether you're a savvy investor who knows the power of gold or silver and the advantages of a private vault, or you're trading your first dollar for gold or silver, Sound Money will make it convenient and easy. You can finally be confident that the control is back in your hands from start to finish.
Right. I love it. Mic drop. Give me a membership. Done. Sorted. Oh, I love the Sound Money wallet. Like, people, when you understand how powerful this is and how good it is, you'll be as fired up about it as me. Like, literally the other day, I got up for one of those coin drops. I got the coin, but I didn't actually have money in my Sound Money wallet, and my cards were like, or I had cash, but not much. I had to transfer and stuff like that. Would have been a hassle. So I asked Cole, can you lend me some money through the Sound Money wallet? Right, send it instantly. And he's in New Zealand. I'm in Perth. Didn't have to wait or nothing. Didn't have to have fees. Send it straight to me, just like that. I was able to get the coin, and it was unreal. And then the other day, I went and bought $6 worth of gold because it was $6 in my cash. Like, where can you buy fractionalized gold and silver and also get it sent to you and get it physically as well? Like, there's no way you can do that. So
You can't. This is the only place you
Same.
can do. This technology is game changing. It's never
Yeah.
been done before, and it's only going to get better. So we're excited, and it's early days. It's just really early days, guys. So
still, it's member to member, free. I sent 2 ounces to someone's birthday the other day, and they went again in New Zealand straight away. Got it for free, didn't cost me anything, and they got 2 ounces of silver just like that. And then they can do whatever they want: gold, silver, back to cash, get it delivered to them. It's game-changing technology. It really, really is.
all right. So this is another one
Your favorite one, mate.
of my favorite benefits. And the reason why I think I want to talk about, obviously, we would talk about why collectibles, because we just talked about bullion. We just talked about the Sound Money wallet. The Sound Money wallet is basically a defensive strategy against inflation. Okay, so it's a defensive strategy, but for every defensive strategy, you have to have an offensive strategy. It's a bit like a sports team. right? You can't just be on defense all the time. You gotta be on offense some of the time, obviously, to win the game. So here we talk about collectibles. Collectibles are the offensive strategy. And in this video, in a second, it'll explain a little bit about why collectibles are a good idea. And as I always say, when it comes to the wealthy, we want to do what they do, not what they say. Okay, so we want to follow in their footsteps in terms of doing the things that they're doing, and obviously accumulating the things that they're accumulating. But as we do watch this video, I want you guys to just have a bit of a look at the coins that come through. And I just want you to select and pop it in the chat and just let us know what was your favorite coin. What would be the coin that you would get? Okay, if you had money sitting in your Sound Money wallet or in your account right now, what would be the coin that you would have got? Or if you've already got it. So we'll watch the video and let us know in the chat.
The collectible market has proven to be a robust way for wealthy families around the world to not only protect, but also grow their wealth, and more importantly, their legacy. A collectible usually has to be rare or low mintage, has to have unique or artistic designs, a great story, or have historic significance. So if you look at the paper this amazing Spider-Man comic book from 1962 is printed on, it's only worth a couple of dollars. In 2021, this comic book sold for a record $3.6 million. The person or family that bought this book was not buying the paper. They were buying the emotion, the art, rarity, story, and other things they found valuable about this book. In fact, most wealthy families that are playing the collectibles game are doing it not only for their financial protection or gain, but also to preserve their family legacy. If you look at the top 5 places wealthy families turned in order to protect and grow their wealth during the financial crisis of 2008, you will see that 3 of the 5 things are collectible in some way. And the other 2? Sound money. Unfortunately, not many families have an extra million or two laying around to buy high-end collectibles, nor would they even know where to start. But 7K is bridging the gap so that the average family can start playing the game with rare, unique, but also affordable collectibles through modern coins. In 2004, a coin called Tiffany Art No. 1 hit the market for about $90. Now $90 doesn't seem unreasonable for the average family to scrape together in order to add this incredible coin to their wealth portfolio. Today though, if you wanted to go buy this same coin, it would cost you at least $8,000. But the metal in the coin is only worth roughly $50 today. The additional value in the coin is due to the rarity, story, beauty, or whatever else a potential buyer finds to be valuable. That is the added leverage or offense collectibles can add to a wealth portfolio. You can see here just a few more examples of the same thing play out in other coins. Modern collector coins have a very good track record over the last 20 to 30 years of being a powerful tool inside of the offense of a well-rounded wealth strategy. 7K not only offers some of the best coins from around the world, but also designs and mints its own coins, giving 7K members exclusive or first access. 7K also makes adding cool, unique, and rare collectible coins extremely easy through one of the most powerful member benefits called the Autosaver. The Autosaver program takes all of the thinking out of collecting and leverages the experts at 7K to send you a rare and exclusive collectible coin every single month. It is truly a set it and forget it, zero discipline approach to automate your collectible asset stacking. You will just need to choose one of the options you like best and watch them show up at your door every month. There are other ways you can also take your stacking to the next level though, with your own shopping cart called 7K Selected and also special sales called Coin Drops. 7K provides many ways to win with collectible gold and silver. As you can see here, Eddie Spears has spent very little time to get a massive head start making sure a wealth legacy comes from him. All the same, Chris Latin Sr. says he collects both bullion and collector coins, and you can see he has built a very nice stack. He even claims it is now one of his most valued possessions because of what it will mean for him and his family in the future.
All right, guys, so just jump in the chat there. You would have seen those coins. So just pop in the chat which coin you would get. We want to see the chat blowing up. I want to see you guys put in the chat what coin you get. I would definitely go with the Tiffany coin. That's one of my favorites. When I first saw that, just the price difference, obviously, or what the value difference should I say, 8,000, and obviously, what was the price run? It was like $90 or something.
$90, yeah.
Huge. So So you know, it's
Like-
nearly 10x. Well, it's
Yeah,
more than 10x.
yeah. And like you can even just see the Hunters by Nights here, like members here at 7K paid, you know, $400, $500 for these coins. And then they're making equity over 1,000, 1,200 on them. So it's pretty incredible. Like I got up at 4 a.m. the other day for this coin drop. This is my favorite now. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if it's going to do it justice, but the insane detail on it is just incredible. So
Is
this
that
my
your
new-
is that your first copper coin?
Yeah, yeah, and I've got a Titanic one on its way. But that's my new favorite by far. And the day it arrived, I was already up $105, so pretty impressive.
The collect
All right, so another membership benefit that we have is access to what's called stack and sell. So you can see down here, you've got what people paid for. These are two of the autosaver coins. Members paid 139. They've uploaded it to stack and sell, and then they can see what the market value is and what their equity is. So you can see these two coins have skyrocketed. They're close to 10x as well. So I'm just going to show you this quick video explaining what stack and sell is. All right, so basically stack and sell allows you to, one, not only keep your whole stack in one place and see how well it's doing, how well it's tracking, and what coins you have, and be able to see it all there, but it allows other people to search up for those coins and to purchase it and for you to sell them if you like. At the moment here in Australia and New Zealand, we don't have the full aspect of it just yet. We can only upload our coins onto there and see the market value. While they're working on it in the background to, I guess, get the logistics right, which should be in a couple of months' time, we'll then get full access to be able to buy and sell as well. Is there anything you want to add on to that, Cole?
Yeah, what I really like about stack and sell is it gives us the ability to actually see the growth of our portfolio long term. I think it's always going to be something that's important. And I haven't seen anything else like this before. Obviously, this is a big process for them to get this internet happening nationally, but it's working. It's sound in the US, and it's working. They're having people sell the coins, repurchase the coins. So think of this as a second-hand marketplace for collectibles, a bit like eBay, where you can actually, or eBay for gold and silver collectibles. Where you can actually put your coins up there, but they're verified and you can resell them for a lot of the time for a profit.
Yeah, exactly. So unlike eBay, you're not going to get ripped off. You're not getting fake ones. All right, so another benefit is 7K Advantage. This is just basically where you get discounts in travel, food, retail, stuff like that. So, Cole, take us away.
All right, so obviously we've been through all the problems. We've been through a lot of the membership benefits. So let's talk about, okay, how do we get started? You guys must be thinking, how do we get started? So obviously we have two memberships. We've got the standard membership and the premium membership. So the standard membership is something that's catered more towards somebody that wants to become a customer, somebody that wants to just test the waters, or maybe they're a little bit unsure. Okay, maybe they haven't built their trust processes yet, or maybe they're not in a financial position to make a bigger commitment, but that's fine. Obviously, I'm a big believer in it's not about how you do it, it's just about doing. It's about taking action and not sitting on the sidelines. So the standard membership's going to come with a lot of the membership benefits. There's a couple missing there, but we still got all the training in there. So you got buyer's certification and collector certification, something we haven't mentioned and I will mention because that's where I learned a lot about what I know now. And it's the same with Ryan. I actually listened to the trainings probably 6 or 7 times, and it's really helped me build my knowledge base. So I encourage people that do get started, choose to get started, to start at the training. Again, the memberships are yearly. Okay, so they're annually. So $199 for the standard membership, and that's obviously reoccurring on an annual basis. Or the premium is $499 US on a annual basis as well. So the premium is definitely something that's catered more to somebody that actually wants to generate more cash flow. They may be wanting to share this with other people. They're wanting to build the business. So it's definitely catered more towards somebody that's wanting to build the business, but it's completely open. Obviously, pick your preference, and yeah, what suits you financially with your financial position.
Yeah, definitely. So cheaper than a night out, you can get all these incredible benefits and access to the number 1, number 7 asset in the world. It's insane. So I want you to just think back of all the benefits that we talked about, whether it's the rare coin drops, whether it's the Sound Money wallet, stack and sell, whether it's just the training, the community, all right, whether it's your own private vault, stuff like that. And I want you to think what would be the top benefit for either you or your community that you would enjoy. And in the chat, I want you to put down one of those that you think would help your community, help your family, help your friends. All right. So in the chat, put down one of those benefits that we've just discussed, whether it's the Sound Money wallet, whether it's the fact you can automate the process, whether it's the fact you can get access to rare exclusive coin drops. You know, we've got Sound Money wallet, and banking and community.
I love the Sound Money wallet. Come on.
See, everyone loves it, mate. I told you, baby.
Let's
Sound
go.
Money wallet. Everyone knows that's mine. Sound Money wallet. Yeah, definitely. Sound Money wallet. Yeah. Although I'm getting pretty addicted to these coin drops. So it might be changing soon.
All right. So not only do you guys get access to the amazing membership benefits, but we also have the ability to potentially earn residual income by sharing this. Okay, so think about it this way. So if you guys have seen a movie that you like or been to a restaurant that you like, you're always going to, you know, refer it. You're always going to encourage somebody else to go and see it, but you're never paid for that. You're never rewarded. So what they've created here is obviously we have the ability to share this and be rewarded. So to break it down for you before we play the video, basically we get paid to save in silver. Okay, so we're switching our habits from saving in declining dollars to now saving in appreciating assets. We'll watch this video, okay, and then we'll do a bit of a summary after.
So you want to learn more about how you get paid from sharing. Smart. There's nothing worse than the emotional pressure of not having enough money to pay the bills or be able to live the life of contribution. So right now, I'm going to show you how your life is about to change financially forever. It's super simple and it goes like this. Our standard annual membership is $199 and our premium annual membership is $499. You can't go wrong with either of them. When you refer your first 2 memberships, you'll immediately have 2 teams and will now be qualified to earn commissions. So for simplicity, let's call them the right team and the left team. Every time a standard membership is purchased in your organization, you earn 50 rewards points, and a premium membership earns you 150 rewards points. In order to get paid, you'll need to accumulate 500 rewards points on your right team and 500 rewards points on your left team to earn a $500 commission check. For those who really want to make an impact and some serious income, we have different levels of achievement, and the higher your level of achievement, the higher your check. When you achieve the rank of associate, like I said earlier, you can earn up to $500 per week. As a copper, you can earn up to $1,000 per week. As a bronze, $2,000 per week. And as a silver, $3,500 per week. Now, our golds are eligible to earn up to $7,000 per week. Our executive golds, $10,000 per week. And our presidential golds can earn all the way up to $12,500 per week. Share, earn points, and get paid. It's as simple as that. Now, let me ask you something. How much different would your life be if you had an extra $500 to $12,500 per week? What would you do? Would the financial pressure be gone? How big of an impact could you really make? You could almost feel the weight lift, can't you? Now, remember you earn 50 or 150 rewards points for each membership in your organization. But you don't just earn points on the memberships. For each autosaver anyone in your organization purchases, you earn an additional point value starting at 15 points, depending on what option you choose. So whether it's a membership sold or a coin sold, you earn points. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if for any reason you want to sell your gold and silver bullion, we offer the highest buyback price. And with the new Sound Money wallet, we made things even easier with an instant purchase, instant buyback, member-to-member transfer, and a live dashboard showing you what assets you have available to you. And since each purchase of gold or silver eagles in Sound Money wallet are backed by physical gold and silver, we'll even send you your medal if you decide you need it. That's all there is to it.
All right, guys. So as you can see, just before we move on, I want you to have a think about, just while we sit here, I want you to have a think about how much $500, $1,000, $2,000, $3,500 a week US could affect your life right now. So if that's something that excites you, I just want you to put a yes in the chat. If that's something that excites you, just put a yes in the chat. All right, go next slide, Ryan.
Yeah, I just want to just quickly touch on that as well, is that we literally just talked before about just the benefits. We spent ages just talking about the benefits, and then we've just briefly touched on how you can get paid, and we've made it simple. We've got a motto of think of your two best people, the two people you really, really want to work with. A lot of us know 20, 30, 100 people, you know, but you have to nail it down to only two. All right, so we've got the motto of you plus two, repeat after you. Because two people, that opens up the first pay gate of associate, which is $500 US per week. And that is going to be life-changing for a lot of people. All right, so it's as simple as that, and everyone just repeats after that. That's that simple. All right, so not only have we got this incredible product, the number 7 asset in the world, not only do we have the Sound Money wallet, the rare coin drops, all that stuff, we also have some of the biggest people working with this company. So they've teamed up with the NGC. So you can see on here, verified on this one here, it's pretty clearer. NGC, verified, NGC. So NGC is basically the biggest, the top numismatic coin grading company in the world. All right, there's none bigger than them. So they're the top dogs. And then we've also teamed up with CIT Mint. So they have some of the only technology in the world that can make these coins. All right. And then not only do we teamed up with those two, we've teamed up with Michael Miles Standish to design and create some of these coins. And if you don't know who he is, Google him. You can just look down here at his resume. He's basically the Michael Jordan of numismatic. Incredibly humble, nice, amazing guy. He's an author and winner of many, many, many awards. So yeah, we've teamed up with some big people to go along with the amazing benefits. And
He's
then
also he's actually a really nice guy. I was talking to him the other day, and we're going to be doing a live presentation, a live call with Michael Miles Standish. So we'd love you guys to be there. If you're already a member, you will be there. You'll be invited. So you'll get to hear from somebody that's been in this industry for a very long time, and his expertise and knowledge is just untapped. It's just next level.
Oh, definitely. He's so humble and he's incredible.
Crazy. But just before we finish up, guys, just the 7K income disclosure statement. So really, to summarize, you guys can kind of see it there yourself, but to summarize, obviously, we're not financial experts. We're definitely not financial advisors, nor do we want to be. And I can pretty much speak for Ryan here, but he's the same.
I'm out.
So all we're here to do is educate. All we're here to do is to, I guess, hold the space for you guys to I guess, provide you with some education and some knowledge so that you can make a sophisticated, well thought out decision before you position yourself. So we're pretty much done for tonight, but we appreciate you guys being here, taking the time out of your night, and we're excited to move forward with you guys. If you guys are wanting to get started, if you're like, Cole, I'm ready, let's go. Just get back to the person that invited you to this call. Or if if me and Ryan have invited you on, obviously get back to us and we can help you through the getting started process.
Yeah. Well, like we said earlier, we're not here to force you or push you into anything. We're just here to show you what we're doing, and we're going to be running with or without you. So hopefully it's with you, because like we said, this has been an incredible opportunity for us, and we're grateful we took action. So yeah, thank you for jumping on. Thank you for giving us your time. Enjoy your evening, and we're going to be running these every Thursday. We've also got different ones on Monday and Wednesday, and hopefully we'll be starting one up on Tuesday as well. So there's going to be pretty much them running every day of the week, hopefully.
Awesome, guys. Thanks for your time. We'll see you all soon.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Peace. Peace.